What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla back here with a really exciting video, guys. Today I wanted to take a look at every 6-inch Bandai movie monster series figure from the MonsterVerse. That is from Godzilla King of the Monsters, and from Godzilla vs. Kong. Guys, I'm really excited for this one. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, guys, so as you could tell in that intro clip, there's no way I can really easily fit everybody on the table and make it look decent, so I'm going to go by movie, guys. So starting with Godzilla 2014, guys, we only have 4 figures, 2 of which came out pretty much alongside the movie, that being the Godzilla and the male MUTO back there from Bandai Japan, and then from Bandai Premium, we recently, last year, got the MUTO set. Amazing set. Love it. It was one of my top figures of the year. But let's just moving down the line, guys. Let's take a quick look. So we have our Godzilla 2014 featuring this classic elephant foot. The smaller spines. Definitely a great figure, though. Not individually sculpted teeth. The eyes look decent on the paint, though. This one's definitely pretty good. I like the chest detail. They did a pretty good job there. Oh, knock over the MUTO in the background. This guy loves to just take a dive. Moving to the other side. Great detail down on the spines. I love the tail. Looks great. Of course, in my ignorant youth, I cut off the tags of these two guys. But there's the Godzilla and the MUTO tags. And here's our MUTO, our male MUTO from Bandai. Great one. I love this guy. Super glad they did one. I wish we got a female MUTO from Bandai. I guess maybe she was just too big to do. But you have articulated arms and legs. These little... Unfortunately, they definitely kind of missed the potential here on these other arms. They're just kind of like a tucked blob. You can hardly even tell that they are indeed arms. But there's our male MUTO from Bandai. Very great. I wish we, you know, obviously they could have done a lot more, but I'm really glad we got it. I wish I hadn't cut the tag off, but there it is. And actually, this figure's become pretty darn hard to come by at a reasonable price. He's gotten pretty darn expensive. One of the reasons I wish I did not take the tag off. But moving into the next one, guys, we'll move into the Bandai Premium MUTO set. These ones are just amazing. Check out my review on them if you want to see them in even more detail, but they are just phenomenal figures. Super glad that we got these guys from Bandai last year. Check out the teeth. They're great. Great articulation, great posing. Definitely awesome. So there's your male MUTO, and checking out the female. She is just humongous. Check out those giant arms. She's great. Anytime I see these two MUTOs, it makes me want to rewatch Godzilla 2014. Huge, like, you know, cracks down the body. Looks awesome. Just battle damage, whatnot. Wear and tear. But she looks great, guys. Awesome, awesome figure on this female MUTO. And great posability, especially on her. You can kind of get her like she's reaching out. Definitely looks awesome. She's very sturdy, so she's a lot more posable than the male. But guys, there's the 4 figures from 2014, the Godzilla 2014 movie that we got. Let's move into King of the Monsters. Alrighty, guys, here we are with our King of the Monsters set. As you can see, every monster got at least 1 incarnation, which is awesome. So, starting first, we'll start with Godzilla. You have Godzilla with these awesome, awesome blue spines, buffed up, obviously, as they were in King of the Monsters. Different feet like we had. The teeth still kind of definitely suffer a little lazy paint there. But I love these blue spines. They are gorgeous. Unfortunately, we do get the tail paint syndrome, where they just crap out halfway through the tail. A very cool looking tag. That's a fun pose from the big man himself right there. But I definitely enjoy this Godzilla figure. Really the highlight being those blue spines. Gorgeous. Sticking with the Godzilla theme, I suppose, we have the Meltdown version of Godzilla. This guy, at first I didn't even know this guy existed, and then once I became aware of him, I needed to track him down. Such a cool figure. Gives me Halloween vibes, actually. Obviously, same body, same sculpt as the other one, but this amazing paint job. I think this was a Bandai Japan store exclusive, if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. Great back of the tag. Cool front of the tag. But this figure's just amazing. I love the orange. I love the meltdown aspect. I'm so glad that they did this figure. It is a gorgeous one. Guys, moving into, we will move down the line here with Mothra. Mothra, unfortunately, bottom of the wings are very undetailed. The whole bottom of the figure is pretty lazily detailed and painted. The top of the wings look great, though, actually. Pretty darn good there. Pretty good detail, but the full body of Mothra is just pretty darn underwhelming. Between those arms being whatever, and the face. Definitely a lot of room for improvement on the Mothra. Checking out the tag really quick. A very gorgeous picture there, though. There's the back. And zero articulation on Mothra. Mothra is just a blob here. So, not much else to say about her. Moving into Rodan. Rodan, man, a little bit disappointing on Rodan as well. The face looks a little... Yeah, I don't know. I'm back and forth if the face looks good or if it looks kind of goofy. But a little bit of both, I guess. Definitely goofy. And then we have the hands coming out the wings. You got the singed wing underneath things like he had in the movie. Pretty cool. Tag looks way better. But there's our Rodan. Definitely could have done a little bit better job on him. And, because Bandai Japan has given us some good Rodans, for the Toho movies. And this one definitely kind of misses the mark. And again, head. They couldn't even give us head articulation. And no articulation on the wings, arms, legs, nothing. So Rodan, another blob. And guys, moving into the last two figures from the King of the Monsters set are two versions of King Ghidorah. So here's this is the regular version of Ghidorah. Pretty decent coloring on the wings here. The body looks okay. The heads are all just kind of clones. I wish they could have done a little something. Made one neck doing a little something different. Made one head with a mouth closed. But they just said copy paste. The eyes look cool. I love those. Look at those glowy beady eyes. It looks definitely really nice there. Checking out the back. A pretty solid picture of him on the tag there. And then the back, obviously not too much going on. A couple little spines down here. The tails look pretty decent. And what they gave us with this other one, this is the heavy paint apps. Let's check out our differences. We have more paint on the necks. Paint inside the mouths. A little bit darker action underneath these wings. Kind of gave us some of those dark highlights. Some dark highlights underneath the body. So I definitely like the heavy paint apps a little bit better. But, and then it's got a cool golden tag as well. And this one I think also might have been a Japan store exclusive. I don't know. I could be wrong. But then the head, the sculpt, exactly the same. Heavy paint apps is the only difference. But it's definitely an improvement. But for the King of the Monsters sets, the two Godzillas are definitely the highlights of the set. I love this guy's spine color. And then I just love the uniqueness of the meltdown. Moving into Godzilla vs. Kong. Okay, guys, here we are with the Godzilla vs. Kong Bandai figures. Got 4 of them. So, and actually, surprisingly enough, they released MechaGodzilla. They released Kong. No Godzilla. No Godzilla to be seen from. Until I found out the only way to get the Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong was in the DVD box set from Bandai. So it came with these two in the middle. We'll go for them last. Looking at MechaGodzilla first. Back and forth on some pros and cons on this guy. Face has some good detailing and sculpting, but a little bit lazy on the paint. They just, did straight silver all over the whole body. Could have mixed in some darker silver, some gunmetal colors. Biggest missed opportunity here is these hands. What in the world are these? They're just blobs. They are... Bandai might have given us the worst MechaGodzilla 2021 hands out of anybody. I don't know. They definitely tried pretty hard to give us hands this bad. But the face looks pretty decent. Body's okay. Color, paint is a little lazy. Obviously, they could have done more on these spines. They could have done more on a lot of places, honestly. Checking out the tag very quickly. This tag's falling out of the holder. But a cool picture of MechaGodzilla on the tag there. There's the back Godzilla vs. Kong logo. Pretty solid. There's our Mecha Godzilla 2021. And then the only other figure that Bandai gave us straight up with a tag is the Kong. Face looks a little, whatever. Creepy, gross. And he's pretty stocky looking. We have 2 closed fists. Got the scars. Checking out the back. Pretty darn basic. Decent sculpt. Cool picture of Kong, though. I guess that might be from when he's on the island still, I guess, in the beginning of the movie, I guess. I don't know. Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong down there. Checking out the back. Another cool photo of Kong. And then, moving, guys, into the other Kong and the Godzilla. We'll do the Kong first. Same exact dealio, except instead of the closed fist on the right hand, he has a axe in there. The axe actually looks gorgeous. Check out the detail on that axe. Looks really good. And this wrist actually articulates pretty nice there. So it gives you a little bit of posability with said axe. Obviously, everything else is out. This guy's the same. He does not have a tag. and has the cool axe. And he came with the, I did a video on the Godzilla and Kong box set, DVD set. It's really awesome. Check out that video if you haven't seen it. It's a really cool set. And then, guys, the Godzilla. Check out this bad boy. Gorgeous spines. And guess what? They painted all the way down the end of the tail. Oh, my goodness. That is just right off the bat means for this figure being in every top 10 ever. But, so look at that gorgeous ice blue on the tail. And then they actually, what they did, gorgeous down here too. What they did, and you can tell in some parts of this figure, is they actually bled through, they almost kind of just applied the gray paint here, lighter, so some of this blue, because it's made out of a blue vinyl, so some of this blue actually shines through. And check out the video I did on these guys if you want to see a bunch of the lighting. You can actually see, and it looks like when Godzilla is like super angry, you know how the blue is like cutting through on his legs and his arms and his neck, and you can actually kind of tell, but it looks way cooler underneath a light. So check out the video for that to see that effect in full, the effect in full effect. But guys, definitely pretty awesome ones from Godzilla versus Kong. Alrighty guys, so there you have it, every single 6-inch MonsterVerse Bandai figure. Guys, let me know your favorite in the comments below. Guys, I really love this set. Super glad to have all of these ones. Hopefully we continue to get more. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.